WIIFTV PM.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Reach the ruler. This is Week Ho Wednesday, and to my right is Everybody's Women Crush Wednesday. My co-host, the one and only Toy. It goes. Love this show, y'all. I'm dealing with a guy. We have been dating for 9 months. In light of everything going on in the world, he has been voicing his opinion about situations, and I don't agree with any of his views. I love everything else except his opinions.
Damn.
How do I fix this? FYI, he's white.
It's about to be a white boy summer.
So could that be the issue?
For sure. Just come out different when it's not coming from your own race. It's just never been something I'd be like, oh, I date Bill.
I'm just a Bill. Yes, I'm only a Bill.
I don't really like light-skinned guys. I don't like pink meat.
Pink, so like it's like you see it.
Pink tip, it be pink.
And then pink on the tip.
I don't like.
So sometimes a light-skinned guy have a dark tooth.
And then it look dark, so it's nasty off to me.
Okay, so
I feel like it's supposed to be pink because they light-skinned. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want it to be dark because then I'm going to say you dirt.
You don't need spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
Peace, everybody out there. What's going on? This is Eugene McIntosh, one half of the illest independent sports media outlet in the whole entire land, the Bigs. Check me and my player partner, Terrence Tomlin, a.k.a. T-Time the Great, out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. on What's in It for the Black People Media Network.
wounded, 10 murdered in a weekend. Homicides on women are increasing. 12 blinking at us for no reason. Feel like we going off the deep end. They still ain't found Kierico. Reported missing about a year ago. And she was pregnant with a little one. Her family praying for a miracle. Tax TV and Kanika ain't get no justice. Where the energy they have for Jussie Smollett? I done heard every theory, but where the suspects? Ain't no luck, yeah. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. I pray we don't get lost in all our sorrow. I say I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. We don't know if we gon' let us see tomorrow. No. Woman found dead, baby cut out of a womb. I wish it wasn't true. Another woman shot down while her baby in the arms, can somebody call a truce? This is genocide, honestly. We still remember Tyshawn Lee. I'm implementing new policies, trying to save the generation under me. We gotta drop the sticks and put the poles up. Your man is a weapon, you need to load up. I couldn't imagine losing one of my daughters.
Shoot, I wanna glow up. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. I pray we don't get lost in all our sorrow. I say I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. We don't know if we gon' live to see tomorrow. No.
Ascension.
Coming from where I'm from. Every season's hot where I'm from. Seems like everybody got a op where I'm from. Niggas barely make it to the top where I'm from. Coming from where I'm from.
Still fooling.
We done lost a lot where I'm from.
Still
watching
fooling.
for them niggas trying to plot where I'm from. Cause everybody trying to make it out where I'm from.
Look, where I'm from, you gotta decide your own outcome. When niggas keep the peace like King and still move like Malcolm. Get it by any means as long as income is the outcome. Hit that stop button when they mouth run. Damn, straight bullets through the skies that powder babies just like talcum. Heartbroken mothers pray to God and ask them how come. You kill one of mine, you gon' get outdone. Say yourself cause Batman ain't gon' save you here in Gotham, where everybody grew up with a hoop dream. That ain't work, so now that brother out here trying to move peas. Shoebox stash and try and stack it up for that new V. Scat packs, Hellcats, SIT, that new Jeep. Ballin' like a school team. I get gone off one of them cones, stay in my zone, no 2-3. R.I.P. to all my dogs, this Hennessy hit concrete. Free my boys behind them walls until they see us all free. Till our day come, we gon' keep on ball link. Chillin'.
Coming from where I'm from. Every season's hot where I'm from. Seems like everybody got a op where I'm from. Niggas barely make it to the top where I'm from. Coming from where I'm from. We done lost a lot where I'm from. Watching for them niggas trying to plot where I'm from. Cause everybody trying to make it out where I'm from. I'm from the city of Foe now. Folks in mode now. Blocks they strolling while the cops patrolling. Or they in the trap trying to whip that baking soda. Kids gotta eat, gotta make payola. Try to survive in the windy city of Shy, where even if you got a job, you finesse on the side. Cause they steady raising taxes and the rent's getting high. It's getting hard to get by, you feel that pressure apply. Got some weight on your shoulders and some stress in your chest. Eyes bloodshot red cause you ain't getting no rest. I feel your pain, but you can climb out them depths. I know it's hard stacking bread, paying off them debts, but stay focused and maintain and keep going. And watch the ones that you keep the closest. Never leave your circle open, cause a lot of niggas out here serpents. Snakes in the grass lurking for certain. Where I'm from. Every season's hot where I'm from. Seems like everybody got a op where I'm from. Niggas barely make it to the top where I'm from. Coming from where I'm from. We done lost a lot where I'm from. Watching for them niggas trying to plot where I'm from. Cause everybody trying to make it out where I'm from.
just this fly shit like Venus flytraps. Side-eye niggas that speak on my city, you Chirac. Niggas love glorifying stupid shit, the useless shit in front of cameras, goofy capping, act as if you used to shit. With Max producing shit, how could I fall short? I hit the booth and get the kicking shit of all sorts. Listen, I'm just a product of the inner city. I remember plenty nights there wasn't any lights and with no dinner in me. I was in tune with the harsh realities of life at an early age. Was used to struggle at an early stage. That made me appreciate the small shit. So now I kick that off the wall shit that leave these rapping niggas all sick. They say jealousy and envy get you nowhere, so I'd rather not go there. These niggas panic when I touch mics, I'm Rudy Gobert. I ain't the type to talk jazzy while hiding behind a screen naming Abby. You pushing buttons or trying to get at me, huh? I'm John Wick with the shit, I'm killing everything. While bitches sleeping on me, I'm setting fire to bed frames. Replacing alarm clocks with time bombs to bomb spots. This onslaught's for certain, these other niggas is long shots. Dousing your mattress in gasoline, it's asinine to try to find a rapper that rap is mean. I haven't seen a rap nigga that worry me yet. So far ahead of my time, I got fans that ain't heard of me yet. I'm not the nigga you should step to, disrespectful. If I address you, won't be no rescue. They gon' have to dress you in a black suit and some dress shoes. Unless you suicidal or glutton for punishment, I'll never choose to rival the motherfuckers I'm running with.
Mellow finesse, calm and collected. You know what I'm talking about? Bitch nigga disrespect, bitch nigga disrespect. Finesse crew, finesse clan. Not here. All you hang hoes drop dead. Add up, add mo. Count money, smoke dope. Count money, smoke dope. That's what I do the most. Add up, add mo. That's what I do the most. Styling on you, hoes. That's what I do the most. Remember I was broke. Not no more. Count money, smoke dope. That's what I do the most. Add up, add mo. That's what I do the most. Styling on you, hoes. That's what I do the most. Remember I was broke, but I ain't no more. My mother and my bro. Hey, who I do it for? Remember sharing clothes, sleeping on the floor. Wake me up, Sunday Bible school, but I ain't wanna go. Time I wasted cause I was confused, but I ain't no more. In the basement, washing out my clothes. My fingers cold, fucking on different races of hoes. They don't wanna go, trading places, Usher Raymond them hoes. Fuck them on the floor, get your paper, that's all I was told. Since I was a shorty, riding around, trying to sell my weed. That's so important, laying down, took a sip of that lean, and now I'm snorting. Watch your mouth before your lips land by your Jordans. That was once all the time, cause I couldn't afford them. I be high like a plane, like where we going. Can't switch sides in my lane. I know where I'm going. Times change, came a long way from saving quarters. All desire surrounding me. I should live in the forest. Count money, smoke dope. That's all I do the most. Add up, add mo. That's what I do the most. Styling on you, hoes. That's what I do the most. Remember I was broke, but I ain't no more. Count money, smoke dope. That's what I do the most. Add up, add mo. That's what I do the most. Styling on you, hoes. That's what I do the most. Remember I was broke, but I ain't no more. Mellow finesse, come collect till a bitch nigga disrespect. Finesse crew, not here. Are you hating those? Drop dead. I'm be stepping right over you motherfuckers. Count money, smoke dope. Add up, add mo. Count money. Count money, smoke dope. Count money, smoke dope.
What is a man and a woman? What is a husband and wife? Once you find that out and learn what a man is supposed to be and what a woman is supposed to be, that's what they don't want you to get back to. When you learn that, then the black community rises.
This is a traffic jam.
Other rappers pink, I'm the Black Panther. Spit sick, illmatic, bring black cancer. Black music, black stanzas. Black sprites, black Mirandas. Kick game like the Fab Five in the black socks. 2 fingers in
WIFTBPM.
Peace, everybody out there. What's going on? This is Eugene McIntosh, one half of the illest independent sports media outlet in the whole entire land, the Bigs. Check me and my player partner, Terrence Tomlin, a.k.a. T-Time the Great, out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. on What's in It for the Black People Media Network. You're listening to the Bigs with Eugene McIntosh and Terrence Tomlin.
He's bare-chested,
right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
WIFTBPM.
Live from What's in It for the Black Media Studio. You're listening to The Bigs with Eugene McIntosh and Terrence Tomlin. Let's begin now.
What's good, everybody? Happy Monday on this beautiful July 5th, man. Hope you guys are enjoying this beautiful summer weather because, man, a couple of days ago, we were hoodied up. I seen a couple of people with the knit hats on, and I was driving to the studio today, Gino, and I seen people picnic blankets out in Bronzeville, bruh. People are totally enjoying it today. But you know what time it is. It's time to get your sports fix from the illest independent sports media outlet in the land. It is officially time to rock with the Bigs. You know what it is. I'm your man, T-Time, coming to you with my brother, Gino. What's good, bro?
What's the Benoski?
It's all good, man. Also, you know what it is. Coming to you with the producer, DJ. What's going on behind the glass, bro?
How y'all doing today, fellas?
Feeling good, bro. No NBA to talk about. Well, we do have NBA to talk about because the last time we were talking to the people, we didn't know who was going to be in the finals. The finals match is now set. Bucks versus Suns. Talk about that a little bit.
I think we all said both teams in 6 too, didn't we?
Well, I went with the Hawks.
Remember, I said both teams in 6.
Yeah, I definitely took I don't remember about who was it? The Clippers.
The Clippers and the
Suns.
Yeah.
I don't know what I said about that one, but I definitely
got
took
your
the
Suns.
Bucks
Yeah. Yeah, man. There's I'm looking forward to this one. You know, we'll talk about it a little bit, Gino. I don't know if you the last time you got to check the Twitterverse, but I was looking for updates from the Rachel Nichols, Maria Taylor situation at ESPN going down.
I haven't. The last I heard, Rachel Nichols reached out to Maria Taylor. Maria Taylor declined.
I didn't hear
respond.
That. Oh wow.
Rachel Nichols, of course, she's coming out with the apology tour. But
yeah, that was an interesting subject over the weekend, Gino.
So fill the people in for anybody that's listening or watching that doesn't know what's going on.
Definitely, let's start there, bro. Because I woke up and you know one of the guys had sent me Steven Jackson's response to the situation. He had got on Instagram and put up a few videos about the situation. But to catch everybody up, Maria Taylor, beautiful black woman, sports analyst. For ESPN, hosted the NBA Finals, NBA Countdown on ESPN last year, in replacement of, should I say in replacement, or should I just say I guess I should say in replacement of Rachel Nichols, who I feel like NBA fans have come to expect her to be, you know, involved in the NBA Finals coverage with ESPN. We know she hosts the Jump. We know she has the relationships with everybody from LeBron to, like I said, Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. But what we didn't know is that behind the scenes, as Maria moved, you know, through the ranks at ESPN, Rachel Nichols was a little hot behind the scenes and got caught. I don't know if it was on a hot mic.
It was definitely their version of the hot mic. She was in the bubble. She was in a hotel room.
So they were in
oh,
wow.
So it was like that. You know how they had that set up, so you got your computer, but it's linked to
100%
ESPN server. So it was kind of a hot mic situation. She just didn't know that she was still being recorded.
It's happened to so many.
We've done it plenty of times.
100%. It's happened to so many. And so what happened is they caught her talking to LeBron James' spokesperson
One of his mentors.
One of his mentors, and I was surprised to hear that. But what the conversation was about was how frustrated they were at the current climate of the workplace at ESPN, and she expressed that she felt Maria Taylor did not get that position on her merits and instead was a diversity hire. For anybody that's not familiar with that term, it's somebody that's got the job because ESPN was feeling the pressure of the murder of George Floyd and wanted to look good on TV, so they wanted a black face. But for anybody who's seen Maria Taylor, and this is kind of where I feel like this, the opinions get implemented, bruh. Because if you watch Maria Taylor over the last year or two, she's totally, if not the best, one of the best analysts on the network, regardless of who you're talking about. And I'm including Stephen A. in that.
Screaming A.
Absolutely. And basically what it shed light on is the fact that even if you feel like you got an ally in some of these white women, some of these white men that have maybe felt the pressure over the last year because of the Black Lives Matter movement, and it kind of became your card to let to let other people know that you're woke or whatever. So, but behind the scenes, you got her talking about Maria Taylor. Maria Taylor is a diversity hire, and she has no problem with diversity as long as it's not taking her spot away from her. So, the conversation started about, is there such thing as an ally? And Rachel Nichols, one of these, people who I feel like black people have come to like. Shows that even behind the scenes when the cameras aren't rolling, she sounds just like the rest of them, So, Gino, you said that Rachel tried to reach out to Maria Taylor, and obviously this is something that they've been dealing with, in real life for the last few months. That's the first thing that caught my eyes, that Maria Taylor and Rachel Nichols have been dealing with this for like 6 months.
Right. This actually happened in July of 2020.
It's over a year now. Yeah.
So, and the funny thing is, before you even finish talking about this specific incident, it's crazy how the New York Times actually came out with an article about a week ago.
Yeah, just a few days ago.
Saying that Maria Taylor was tight and there was going to be a fallout at
that
ESPN
they were in contract
disputes. So it's crazy how they spew. It's the like Kanye said, the old woo-wopty. They try to give you that Vinnie Baker spin move to set you up. Not knowing, or I'm pretty sure they did know that eventually this was gonna come out, but they tried to spin the narrative real quick.
They tried to get ahead of it.
And that totally was not the issue. She was dealing with something much more hectic going on behind the scenes, and they tried to spin it as a contract dispute when it's like, nah, there's some funny business going on back there.
What's crazy is they are in a contract dispute, right, but ESPN is holding out on giving her the bag.
Right.
And I feel like that even when I saw that story before we knew that the video came out, I'm like, they about to just let her, she's not about to re-up with ESPN. They're dropping stories talking about she wants Stephen A. money. And I'm like, what is that? Like, I doubt that she's in the office like,
I need
Stephen A. money.
Stephen A. make $8 million. I need $8 million.
Look, man. And I'm not opposed to her getting Stephen A. money because I feel like she wears so many hats over at the station.
Yeah, she covers NFL, NCAA,
NFL, I first saw her cover NCAA,
right,
as a sideline reporter.
She's really good.
Oh, she's one of the best.
Yeah, she's really good.
She's one of the best, and honestly, the reason I enjoy her is because you can actually talk basketball with her. Like if you've seen her interact with Jalen
and Jay Will.
Yeah, like she's actually talking the game,
right,
as opposed to Rachel Nichols, where I feel like she leads with the narratives. It's like, okay, what's going to happen if this happens? Yeah, LeBron is this now. What will happen to his legacy? She's good for those conversations, and I'm not. This is it's ESPN. It should be space for all of that. It should be space for the X's and O's as well as the narrative fan-driven conversation. It shouldn't be just, okay, now we need our one woman to hold it down. And because I feel like that has created a competitive atmosphere, right, where you start to get possessive of a job that ain't even really yours. It's temporary. The day you got it, it was temporary. Like it was always going to be an end date. And but you lose sight of that when I feel like you get as comfortable as Rachel Nichols has gotten. And Gino, I feel like on top of that, I feel like when you look at who she's kicked it with over the last few years, all the black athletes, she centered herself in that Black Lives Matter conversation as somebody that gets it. You know what I mean? Somebody that you could, not a Carrie or Sage Steele type. She's down is what she's kind of tried to position herself as. But I feel like it's clear that she's gotten a little too comfortable, because if she feels threatened by Maria Taylor and then is just so willingly like ready to offer it up as a diversity hire and not the fact that she's one of the best in the biz. Right. She's qualified. I completely understand anybody that feels like, this is just typical white people, scared of black people, getting what they deserve. And another instance of the fact that black people got to work 2 times harder to get what a white person has. Because if you dig a little bit into the situation, Rachel Nichols, it's a nepotism situation with why she's at ESPN and who her father is and things like that. And then when you look at Maria Taylor, what hasn't she done? And like what hasn't she done? What rock hasn't she turned in order to get to where she is today? So it's disappointing, but it's not surprising. And I totally feel like, this is more of what we've been used to over the last few months or years with ESPN. We've seen what happened with Michael Smith and Jamel Hill, and them trying to bring some culture to the brand and how they were received and eventually kicked out. I can even go back to Rob Parker. I remember I thought it was hilarious how he got fired from ESPN when he was talking about Robert Griffin and the cornball brother and everything like that. He got fired for that comment. You know what I mean? It's just, Stephen A. is on his second or third stint with ESPN. He got the axe a few years ago. So it just comes off as ESPN does not like black people that speak on whatever they want to speak on. Right. So I feel like Maria Taylor totally is going to be in a situation like Carrie Champion where she's doing some other, it's like the Bulls, analysts leave ESPN and thrive. Look at Carrie Champion. Like, look at Jamel Hill and what she's doing with the, what's the outlet she's with?
Yeah, I was just reading the Jamel Hill article yesterday.
I'm salty because she's a columnist holding it down on a major platform. Didn't need ESPN, so I definitely feel like Maria Taylor is sitting behind closed doors, realizing that she don't need this.
The Atlantic.
So yeah, it feels like everybody has continued to thrive after they left ESPN. I'm expecting Maria Taylor to be the next up on that ship. So.
Like Chris just said, ESPN gonna mess around and Fox gonna lock her up. And maybe not Fox is gonna lock her up, but like T just said, she's gonna move to greener pastures and be able to find herself in that and continue to do her.
And don't forget what we just saw Jamel Hill, the deal she landed with Spotify.
Right.
To start her own
Spotify and The Ringer. And
a black woman podcast network where, come on, that could be Maria, one of her homes. Right. So Fox is a whole, and not to go Fox is a whole, Jason Whitlock is a whole, Shannon Sharp.
Watch what you watching.
Exactly. You see that Fox and you kind of know what you're going to get. But
not, and this is not even in defense of Rachel Nichols. But ESPN is just the latest to come out, and the Travis Sham mockeries that go on behind the scenes at these companies and these different outlets that are having these diversity issues because it's obvious. And I think that was just the overlay for the underplay or however you say it. That was Rachel Nichols trying to, smooth it out before she came with the bomb. Like I said, even though she didn't know that she was being hot mic'd and everything was being recorded. And then, so the producer, the black girl sent the video out to numerous members.
Well, she sent it to Maria Taylor.
And then how did it get to all these other people at ESPN? That's just how it filtered out after that?
After Maria Taylor got it, I'm not sure what happened to the video.
I heard that she sent it to numerous people at ESPN.
And I feel like including HR.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But the feed was automatically going to several
so they
different
seen,
people.
Wow.
Exactly.
And you know what? Imagine being Maria Taylor and feeling like you got somebody on your side, but behind closed doors they stab you in the back saying, "Oh, you can't come over here. You can't sit here." You know what I mean? So it was interesting yesterday, and it was a Facebook memory that a notification I got on my phone yesterday.
And then that spawned a bigger topic after that, and it was about. And I saw your tweet about
the World Series.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I wasn't thinking. I was thinking Lawrence. Lawrence, did you see I retweeted a tweet from a year ago from Lawrence.
You retweeted it yesterday?
Yeah. And it was, back then, it was in response to what was going down. It was more than a year ago. He tweeted this in 2018. It was around the time when Jason Goff was going through what he was going through with 670 to score. And Lawrence made a video where he was like, media is changing.
Should we play? Do we need to play?
I feel like it's brilliant. You know what
DJ, can you load me up on the road over there? Let's give our boy Lawrence some shine with this.
Absolutely.
With this science.
Because he was on point, and he was speaking directly to his audience about how media is changing and how that effectively meant that the audience has a responsibility. Yeah, I mean, it's not the same, so.
All right, let me see.
He was on point, and he was speaking directly to his audience.
Oh, my bad. Was that me?
That was, yeah.
Let me turn that down. All right, here we go.
The consumer has more power than ever, but it's not in the way that you think. I get it. You get angry about your favorite media personality no longer being at a particular company and you complain. The complaining is fine, but what you really should do is harness that anger and turn it into support. Support for that person. That means the next project that they do, you might have to change your habit. I'll give you an example. I miss listening to Jason Goff in the afternoon. There's not much that I can do about that. But if Jason's on in Charlotte, or if he's doing his thing on Sundays at Fox, I should be a part of that because I'm a fan of his. So I share it. I retweet it. Liking something on Twitter is great. Sharing it with other people who might like it is even better. Because media is changing, we're going in a different direction. And that means that you can actually apply your support directly to talent that you like. So the next time that you hear someone that you like has a new venture or a new podcast, support that venture. Throw your support behind it, share it with other people who might dig on it. That's the way to show them the support. The complaining, again, I understand it, but tagging that person in on a tweet,
and this was
really kind of makes them relive the trauma of what already happened to them. So keep that in mind. Likes are cool. I'm down with the likes, but it's more valuable when you give stuff retweets and share.
And Lawrence, when it comes to speaking directly to his audience, he's one of the more talented people in the city. But it was, 4 years later, he has one of the best up-and-coming podcast networks in the city, over 1 million views for his podcast alone, The House of L. So shout out to Lawrence, who I feel like is always ahead of the curve when it comes to changes, in the media industry and how we digest media. But the Maria Taylor situation, Gino, made me think of that because Maria Taylor certainly does not need ESPN.
Right.
I feel like the power that the personalities have when it comes to building their audiences, man, is like a renaissance going on, where I think people are realizing, that they can start their own media company without any, major affiliation or a major cosign or anything like that. So I feel like in a few years, Gino, the problem of not having or black, sports media members not having a home and feeling like the only place that they can go, is these major spots like NBC, ESPN, CBS, ABCs. In a couple of years, that's not going to be the case. And side note, Gino, I feel like we know better than anybody, that black media needs a home. But now we're speaking to, it comes down to the people with cash. It comes down to the investors and everything. The time is now. The time is now. What else do you have to see, people?
And I think what Lawrence, the thing that stood out to me most about what Lawrence said was about, and it's something me and you always talk about, it's about the convenience. Because it's more convenient for me to know Maria Taylor's going to be on NBA The Jump at 2:30, so all I got to do is turn on ESPN. But if I have to search to see where Maria Taylor's new venture is, then it's like, man, I got, and it's the same thing we say. It's like when but to your point, the way people consume their information, it changes so quickly. So I think people are, especially with just like cable TV. Like most of my friends, most of us, we don't even have cable. We have streaming sites. We got bootleg sites. We got the
Fire
sticks.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like that's
completely different from just a few years ago.
Yeah, when it was Xfinity or nothing.
Yeah, period.
Give me pay this $200 a month.
Yeah, bro.
So what Lawrence said about being uncomfortable and the complaining is cool, but also following the people that you like and supporting them and doing, like we always say, whether it's a share or whether it's telling somebody or whether it's buying the merchandise or whether it's however you can
telling
support.
Them anyway.
Yeah, you got to do that.
But see, now one of the things I actually liked about Lawrence, honestly, Gino, is one of the things that I feel like I need to get better at is being 100, with the audience. And he said straight up, he was like, you know what, likes are cool, right? But we need those retweets. We need those shares,
right?
And, to grow the audience. And I feel like as long as, you can keep it 100 with your audience, then your audience will continue to grow. That's why I love the way, Gino, you talk to the audience, when you tell the people it's about ownership.
Right.
Because it's 100% what it's about. Like Maria Taylor wouldn't have that problem if this was the bigs. You feel me? It's like, Maria ain't nobody. Please go sit at the front of that table.
And what's my pinned tweet?
Come on, G.
Jack just retweeted it yesterday, and I'm like, it's like, you never, the tweet has been, let me see.
What,
this
since
tweet has been
17,
up since March 15th of 2018, so over 3 years. And it's still, people
That's
are still
older than the Lawrence
retweeting.
tweet we just played,
Right.
yes.
It's like, if you're tired of your local sports scene, not letting the brothers do them, and maybe I should change the brothers to the people.
Yes, the people, the brothers and the brothers and sisters.
Yeah, then come and rock with the bigs, and it's that famous Suge Knight gift for him, talking about
Come to
Puffy at
Death
the Source Awards. Yeah,
Yes.
so it's that same thing, and that's kind of a segue. I don't know if we're really done talking about the situation, but it's interesting that when you talked about ownership. Have you seen the Summer Soul documentary?
I did see the Summer Soul documentary on Hulu.
Yes.
Right?
And when the guy, I don't know who it was. Who was it? It was right after the Sly and the Family Stone part, and the guy was talking about ownership.
Was this the African?
No, it wasn't Massacre. It wasn't. It wasn't the African dude. It might have been like right in between them. I can't remember who it was. I think he was one of the Motown guys.
Yeah, I know who you talking about. No, not David Ruffin.
No, it wasn't David Ruffin. He was.
This was one of the dudes that was speaking.
Yeah, he was speaking, and he was playing though. He was speaking in one segment, but he was a part of the festival.
You're talking about? Was it a jazz dude?
It was a jazz
guy, and he had a singer come out with him, right? He was going ham on the piano.
Damn, what was?
Was it Roach something? Like I'm seeing the name in my head.
I think it was. I can't think of his name. But it was that part, like you said. There was a part of they were showing him playing on the stage at the festival, but then they were also switching back to him talking about the things going on.
Yes.
And it was all about ownership and like getting outside of like owning record labels and owning
the
stores.
physical stuff. Yeah,
man.
right.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of a segue back into that, and it is about ownership, especially now, man. Like
honestly, I'm so glad you brought that up because it was a couple of moments
Max Roach. Thanks,
Max Roach. Yeah, there we go. But it was
coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, coming through in the Max Roach. We was on it. But the part where the Fifth Dimension, the group that sang,
brother, I was telling CP
idea
yesterday. I said that's who.
I'm thinking that's a white group.
But I'm like, that's who made the Aquarius.
Yeah, Aquarius.
I had no
Let
idea.
The sun shine in. Come
I had
on.
no idea.
And they went up there and went ham, but then they talked about why they were going so hard. It's because at the time, it's like, yeah, people were surprised that we were black.
Exactly.
And we had an opportunity to perform in front of our people.
And bring them.
Yeah, and we get indoctrinated into their world. We wanted them to love us. Right. Because we black.
And that was crazy because I'm asking CP, I'm like, man, do they sound white? But then when they broke it down about how white groups did this music, black groups did this music.
Period.
It was like, well, we were a combination.
Everything came through in that sound, you know?
Like you said, they like, man, and for everybody, people who don't know what we're talking about, there's a documentary on Hulu
by Questlove.
This is like his debut
into
director, being a filmmaker.
Man, and he
knocked
the
it out the
history
box.
lesson.
Oh, it was great. It's called Summer of Soul.
Summer of Soul.
And it's the 1969 Music Fest in Harlem. Man, it was dope.
6 weeks of the best black artists coming through Harlem,
it was
bro.
Dope. That was
50,000 people a weekend.
That was dope. And it was the music was great. The artists were great. You know, from Stevie Wonder to Mavis Staples, Mahalia Jackson.
Mavis Staples and Mahalia Jackson on the same stage.
That was wild, honey.
That was wild. G. David Ruffin coming up there doing My Girl.
That man was off the chain.
A showman. He just did one song. It's all he needed to do.
That man was off the chain.
Was off the chain. I was like, gee, he gonna go up there and sing his verse on My Girl. It's my song.
That's
bro.
what I'm like, ain't David? I'm like, nah. That's the Temptation.
Yeah, like, no, it's David Ruffin today.
Right, exactly,
G.
today. But yeah, the performances were great. I think Questlove did a great job of just bringing all of that together. But I feel like
I'm sorry, Nina Simone.
No, come on, Nina.
Are you ready?
Oh man, her hair was.
Oh, her hair, bro.
The hairstyle
just
was
before
immaculate.
her time.
Yeah, she was outstanding. You know, Stevie speaking about issues, talking about we need Dr. King's birthday. It was just the biggest thing I took away from it. I'm probably sure most people who watch it. It was about 1969 and the changing of the guard.
What a wild time, bro.
The part that stuck out most to me was when the old writer from the New York Times, and she said she changed the heading in one of her articles from Negro to Black.
69, bro.
And I'm like, so that was the change from Negro to Black. That's when we started calling each other Black.
It was how it was written. Yep, that's when the change was implemented. Yeah, Gino. I mean, I was thinking about you in that moment.
What?
About what we identify as, you know what I mean? And we went from Negro to Black and had to fight for Black. And it's like, what is Black?
And now.
Yeah. And then you see how they broke down Black in the movie? Like, white people gave Black its negative connotation, you know?
And even now, when you talk to the brothers, when you talk to the Moors, or all these different.
Yes.
What is Black?
Period.
We're not, they're going to tell you we're not Black.
Yeah, because you get Asian, but what is Black?
Right.
It is a color,
And that's deep. And then this, this is much, it goes so much deeper than this because, like you said, it's a color, but it's like, well, if you go all the way back, we've been stripped of everything, so we don't know what we are. Mm-hmm. So we still trying to catch up and learn and.
I'm going back over my weekend, Gino, and I love how we talk about movies and everything. Both of us love taking in a good movie. So Ja had me watch this movie called Hairstyle over the weekend, and it was an old movie where Ricky Lake played the main character. Ricky Lake played the main character.
I ain't heard that name in years,
bro. And she was a young teenager playing this white girl who had some soul and was a dancer and wanted to get on the popular dance show of the day, right? Like, it was like the white soul train. It was a white-only crowd, and like all throughout the movie, while she's going into the thing, black people are getting turned away, and she's like, oh, that's not fair, this kind of thing. And so it comes to a head where she gets, while she's in school, her hair is
hairspray.
Hairspray. Her hair is like outrageous and everything. The teachers think it's inappropriate, and they send her to special ed. And right before she goes into the special ed class, the principal says, "Oh, I'm sending you there because that's where you need, your behavior to get reworked." And she's like, "I know that you only send the black people that you want to hold back to special ed." And I was like, that's the silent part out loud, bruh. And so she gets to the special ed class, and it's all these cool ass black people kicking it and know her from the show. And they like, "Gee, you got soul. What's up?" And so she's instantly cool with him. She instantly befriends him, tries to get them on the show. They're not allowed, and it becomes this segregation movie. You know what I mean? It becomes, this movie about ending segregation. The Supreme Court just passed down a ruling to end segregation in America, and they're trying to integrate this show now. And so that's what the movie ended up being about. And then I see this Summer of Soul, a couple of days later, and it's just, a reinforcement of us, bro. You know what I mean? A reinforcement of what we bring to the table. It was a scene in Hairspray where when she went to the black side of town to go to the black club where all the newest dancers really got, made, the loudmouth Mabel, I looked her up and she was known, was a character in the movie, and she said a line, she said, "That's a hot dance. Let's go show it to the white kids." Yeah, I mean, I'm like, damn, Joe. I'm like, just gonna give away the recipe. But I'm like, how else?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, how else would the white kids know what the hottest dance was? You know what I mean? So it was, seeing Stevie up there in Summer of Soul, just losing his mind on the keys. Seeing Mahalia Jackson, basically pass the torch.
She said, Haley ain't feeling too good right now. I'm going to need you to go ahead and sing this with me.
Gee, just what a moment.
Maybe Staples said that's still the greatest time of her life, sharing the stage.
Still.
She said, when she passed me that microphone.
Nina Simone was on that stage and introduced the Young Gifted and Black.
Nina Simone was out of control.
Nina Simone,
she was out of control.
Are you ready? That moment.
She was out of control. Like Nina Simone, I can only imagine 1969 being, a young teenage black kids.
Yo, they had the Panthers on security at the festival.
The brothers was on that. Like, yeah, we wasn't waiting on the police to, fend for us and make sure we was straight. So yeah, we was on deck. Some of us were dressed in regular garb, but most of us.
Exactly. Black powered up. Black Panthered up.
And the way like that. So then it gives you kind of a history on Harlem and how they became like the fashion capital. Now you understand why Killer Cam thinks he's the freshest
of all
Dapper
time.
Dan
yeah,
and
Joe.
Diddy and all these
Harlem,
guys think they the freshest guys
epicenter
ever.
of black fashion.
Yeah, man, and how the Afro came into play. This was really the only thing we had left to kind of identify ourselves. And then when you hear them talk about it's the same thing with us growing up. It's like our elders thought it was crazy.
Yeah, we thought it was nappy.
It was nappy.
Yeah.
And it's just every decade or every time the culture switches, it's the same thing. It's like, yeah, the older folks think y'all tripping, but it's like, no, we just trying to continue to grow and find ourselves. And Summer of Soul, man, if you have not watched Summer of Soul, I know today is an off day.
It's definitely, you got to throw it on the to-do list. It really resonated with my pops, Gino.
Oh, I was thinking about my mom. I'm like, man, my mother was probably 17.
Yeah, they know those songs and those artists were their artists. Sly and the Family Stone.
Sly and the
Yeah, G. Sly, come on, Joe.
That boy, Sly, Joe.
G, just one of the inventors of cool, man.
Was too cool up there.
G, come on. How many? Even today, how many people would bite his style? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
you see it.
Yeah, the chain, the choker. Yeah, bro.
The Reverend, you see your man.
The Reverend with the hair, G. But then, I mean, you know what was crazy again? I seen a 15-minute documentary, and this is all we can say on it. But it was on how close Jesse Jackson actually was to winning the presidency when he ran, And I thought it was it served its purpose because as somebody who didn't grow up in that time, you hear a black man ran for president. It's just, I know he lost. He probably got slapped around. No, Jesse had the people actually voting for him.
That boy Jesse, though.
And it's like, oh, okay, Jesse came within. If he didn't pour that Jaime town, you dig, and lose some Jewish people, he may have, he may have, done a little better. But yeah, Gino, it was as far as the movies I was able to see, it was a great weekend. Like you said, Summer of Soul.
Summer of Soul, man. Get to your Hulu and take 2 hours out of your day and thank me and T later, because that was the highlight of my weekend. Outside of the brothers sending it up in front of my crib in the lot across the street.
No, bro.
It was Navy Pier across the street from my crib last night.
Man.
We had our own, they had a fireworks show that was like no other last night from about
them PPP fireworks.
Oh yeah.
Bro,
man.
They're serious, G.
They was in the street. Like I was outside actually on 59th in Indiana. And it was like crazy. It was like fireworks everywhere. And they like we lit them on the sidewalk.
Right.
They was in the street.
In the middle of the street, G.
In the middle of the street.
Just leaving it there. Yo, I came out the crib. I looked at my girl. I was like, G, what? This is the Battle of Gettysburg? Yeah, she just smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Just like clearly in my face. It's like, damn.
Boxes all over. It was just, bro, when I tell you from the people next door.
So he set that up across the street.
In the alley next door, and the guys across the street, and then the guys next door, they came and brought the fireworks to the front. So you know that lot across the street from the crib.
Yeah,
so
I'm seeing it.
So they just all night. It was like Navy
it's low
Pier.
key perfect for
Navy
that.
Pier. It was Navy Pier for about maybe 4 hours.
4 hours. Like Navy Pier go for 25 minutes.
I sat in my window. I just sat in the front window just like, these guys are amazing.
Bruh. And you know what? And of course, in the hundreds, you got to really kind of be listening, because it's like, all right, was that some fireworks?
Oh, yeah.
Or was somebody letting off some rounds?
Somebody definitely let off some rounds.
In Roseland. I was in Roseland first. I came to Roseland last night, drove through about almost close to 10. They was in Roseland, not too far from like 107th and Halstead. Fireworks.
Oh, yeah.
In the street.
Oh, yeah, bro. And I remember police used to ride down on people for that.
You should have saw them. So I opened a window. I opened out the little door, patio door, just so I could smell the fireworks and hear, police coming down the block. 12, 12, 12. I'm like, bro, they not worried about y'all, man.
Bro.
They like, y'all cool. I know it. We know it's illegal, but go ahead.
Yeah,
y'all could be doing much worse right now. If this is all y'all doing, go ahead.
Please just let those fireworks off. So
12, 12.
On the fireworks tip, bro.
After a while, I was like, I don't know if I'm getting too old, but
yeah, come on, guys.
I'm like, it's like 1:30 now. You can let them off tomorrow, like July 5th is the off day.
Yeah, that's next year.
Oh no, they not done.
No, this is going till August 4th, fam. Like
they not done, Joe. They not done.
Like, trust me. And I'm wondering, like, I know where they got the fireworks, but like, what is the supply? Maybe I need to get into the firework business if they selling like this, because people coming with like thousands of dollars worth of fireworks and they let them off all summer.
Oh yeah, all you gotta do is cross the border, boy.
Yeah,
we used to go by the
crazy
L's,
Kaplans or something,
the gas, and go by the L's from Indiana.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a fireworks store right next door.
Oh yeah,
I used to go in there. I said, "This is unbelievable."
I want a big cat. Remember those? Just the ones that just like set off all the car alarms on the block.
Boy, they had. I was telling CP, I'm like, you lucky B. Levy and my boy David ain't getting it in this year.
Yeah.
Remember that, man? Them boys had dynamite sticks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about, we used to have M80s growing up.
Oh, no.
Them boys got dynamite sticks, like literally sticks of dynamite.
Sticks of dynamite, bruh. Just want to hear something go boom. I remember when I was in high school, the thing used to be going to the Taste on the 3rd.
Right.
And of course, it was a zoo. You couldn't even see the street. There was so many people. But of course, then you got mugs shooting off Roman candles at people.
Oh, they shooting at each other.
Yeah, it's just like, gee, DJ, I know, I seen your face. You was on that, wasn't you?
Oh yeah, you know out west, we definitely lighting Roman candles and pointing at each other. There's no function in the air like that. Nobody want to do that. Everybody get one, and we aiming at each other, trying to hit you with a ball of fire. I don't know what
man, I done seen mugs, jeans catch on fire.
Oh, yes,
had to do the crazy dance to step it out, bro. I'm like, gee, y'all better be careful,
man,
G.
folks them had a rocket launcher.
What?
Oh yeah, folks and them had a rocket launcher, Joe. I wish I could find a video.
No, you don't wish you could find a video.
Yeah, G, keep that on top.
Well, right. No. They posted it. Folks and them posted the video.
These new age kids.
Folks, show them how to shoot that shit, folk.
Gee, I played GoldenEye when I was a kid. I know how to shoot that bug, G.
And my cat ran in the street with a rocket launcher.
Yeah, Joe.
I say, oh, folks, they done let the GDs in the door.
Come
Hey,
on.
how perfect was it that Ruger dropped the official video
bruh.
they done let the GDs in the door?
They're my favorite. Oh, 7-4. Come on, shout out. And first of all, of course, my neighbors up.
Are they blast?
Come on, Crack of Dawn, Joe.
I think they done let the GDs in the door might be the anthem, even though it doesn't need to be the anthem of the summer.
It's hands down my favorite videos on the internet right now. Did you see Lil Folks, bro?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir. Lil Folks.
Can't even see what he doing with his fingers, bro.
I'm saying the opening line of the song might be the greatest opening line.
What's the opening line, bro?
Trump should have freed Larry. What the fuck is wrong with dudes?
The very first line.
Brother, I have a field day with that.
It's like the mud got in the booth and dropped them bars. Yes, sir.
My man's Ruger, Joe. Now, so the BDs have become very popular over the last 10 years.
About to say it. I'm glad you said 10 years.
Since Keith, it's had to be at least 10 years since Keith and them been out, right? That sounds like a long time.
Yeah.
So the the BDs have become like
the Crips or the Bloods or
well, yeah, like world, like nationwide,
exactly.
like well known. Yeah, the
see.
BDs have become like,
and it's crazy because and Gino, you know what I mean.
It's crazy that we talking about this,
but it's like part of popular culture now.
This
Like
is pop
I get on
culture,
Instagram,
bruh.
I'm seeing somebody that never threw up anything, throwing it up with the biggest smile on their face. It's like, I guess that's just what you do with your hands in pictures now, Gino. But
you got to do something with them.
It's like, man, you're like, your mom would be really mad if she saw this picture and you grown. But yeah, Gino, it's definitely, should you thank Chief Keef and them? Is it because of them alone? Like,
I mean,
I seen K. Michelle talking about she want a man that can bring her to the O. And she put that on
her street cred. She said she tried to hit O Block, but her security told her she couldn't do it. She like, man, y'all trying to test my street cred.
Yeah,
yo.
and I'm like, I mean, do you really? I mean, we can drive through, but if she wants to stay and kick it, it's like, okay, if that's the new thing to do when it comes to music, I seen. Did you see the video of the Chinese dude or Japan dude that came to O Block and was crying?
Because he was on O Block?
Because he I finally made it. Like, look, you know what I mean? Yes,
This
like
what
a
King
tourist
Von,
attraction. Yeah, like a tourist attraction, you dig. So, it's definitely the world we live in these days. Yes.
I gotta do it, bro. I'm not gonna show the video.
What is this?
I'm not gonna show the video because we not getting flagged.
You don't drop the track.
Hey.
The beat alone, bro.
From the grave. GDN.
You see the GD's waking up.
Hey, they done let the GDs in the door.
What?
Hey, they done let the GDs in the door.
It's the chorus. He's four times in.
GDs in the door.
No,
GD. GD.